Welcome into the Michigan Football Report. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our second show of the day, Michigan Football Over Under. I am James Yoder, the face of Michigan Football Media, the #1 rated Michigan football program in America. The Michigan Football Report is presented by Reveal Suits. I want to open my suit coat up and give you a shot of this bad boy. Reveal Suits is putting the Michigan maize and blue with the blue Black M logo inside of your suit coat. You can get $100 off if you act now. The last day is Sunday, the 16th, the day after Michigan faces SMU. $100 off. Don't pay full price like a schmuck. Email them right now. Say, hey, I want the Michigan football maize and blue interior Reveal Suits. It's what's inside. Get your $100 off today. We are playing Over Under. I want to invite you to play along with me on YouTube, on Facebook Live. As I go through these, type one letter. I think a couple times we got two letters in there. One letter in the comments below. As I kind of give my take on each one of these, I set the numbers, then I'm going to pick the over-under. I want to know what you guys think about my picks and about these numbers for Michigan football. Shea Patterson, over-under 225 yards passing this Saturday versus SMU. Type O for over. Type U for under right there in comments. Facebook Live, YouTube. Do you think Shea Patterson will get 225 yards passing this Saturday versus SMU? The trends say no, ladies and gentlemen. The trends say he will not get there. He only has 352, 176 a game, if my math is there correctly. Through 2 games, he's averaging about 16 pass completions per game. Really took a step back last week. You see the defensive numbers here for SMU. One of the worst defenses in the country. They are giving up 307 yards passing per game and 44 points per game. Type O for over if Shea Patterson will get there. Type U for under. What do I think on this one? What do I predict? I am going with over. I think this is the game. Last week established the run. This week will be established the pass, and Shea Patterson will throw for well over 225. I'm seeing as this may be his breakout performance for Michigan football to kind of get the passing game back into the higher numbers where I think Shea Patterson can take him throughout the 2018 or 19 season. He might stay again next year. He's only a junior. Does Shea Patterson have an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy? Could Shea Patterson win the Heisman Trophy? I think anyone who says that out loud, maybe someone will smack him across the head because how bad Michigan looked on offense and how kind of paltry his numbers are compared to some of the other quarterbacks are now. But there's some huge value through our partner, BetDSI. You can put $5, $5. Coffee. What's a cup of coffee? It's 2 gallons of gas, depending on where you live. $5. Should Shea Patterson turn it around? Just think about this. Jim Harbaugh, in his 4 years at Stanford, had 2 Heisman Trophy runner-ups, 2009, 10, and a guy he left behind, Andrew Luck, 2011. So certainly Jim Harbaugh has the pedigree to kind of get guys in the Heisman race. Jabril Peppers, number 5, 2 seasons ago. So it's not crazy to think that Jim Harbaugh can give Shea Patterson the kind of support and play calling he needs. $5 at BetDSI. Chatsports.com/bet. $425 you would win if you put $5 on it. Go ahead, check them out. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code GOBLUE. Risk 5 on Shea Patterson. Win $425. I think it's a can't miss bet. I put $5 more on it today. I've got 3 bets for Shea for Heisman. The odds get worse every single week. Karan Higdon, will he have over under 120 yards rushing this week? We saw the big numbers he put up last week against Western Michigan. Type 1 for over. Type 2 for under. Will Karan Higdon have over or under 120 yards rushing this weekend? I think that Michigan is definitely going to pass the ball more this weekend, so Karan Higdon is not going to necessarily get the opportunities that he did early on in the game last week versus Western Michigan. But 120 yards against a team like SMU is not crazy to think that he could get that. So want to know from you guys, take a look at these stats. Michigan 91st nationally in total offense, but 63rd in rushing, 183 a game. Karan Higdon, over, under 120 yards rushing, 1 for over, 2 for under. I'm going to say under on this one. I think Michigan's going to establish the passing game. Karan Higdon will end up with about 80, 85 yards. Chris Evans will probably get 40, 50, 60. Maybe you see Shea Patterson get a few yards. I've been calling True Wilson. I hope he gets 5, 6 carries. Maybe more. We'll see how that goes. You need to develop a third running back for this offense, not just this season, but into the future. Donovan Peoples-Jones, where will he end? He's putting up a lot of catches, but they're not going for many yards. Michigan really needs to establish. If you see my show yesterday on Wednesday, you saw what I said about Michigan needing to establish that intermediate passing game. So will Peoples-Jones get more than 75 yards per game? A for over. B for under. Let me know what you think on comments, Facebook Live, and Chat Sports YouTube, what you think about Donovan Peoples-Jones. He has 10 catches on the season, but only 69 yards, folks. I mean, this is kind of disappointing. He's getting a lot of dink and dunk stuff. He is not stretching the field necessarily. We see the Michigan football receiving leaders here. You've got Nico Collins with 4 catches. He's the guy that can go deep. He's the guy that catches the ball downfield. 4 catches. Half as many as Peoples-Jones, but he's got almost twice as many yards. Four catches for 110 yards. That is quick math, 27.5 yards per catch for Collins, where Peoples-Jones is averaging much less than that, 6 yards per catch. So A for over, B for under. I have not seen it out of Peoples-Jones yet. He's a high-volume catch guy that we've seen, but not getting any yards, not breaking catches. I am saying under on this one. I do not think he will do it. I think we're going to continue to see 4, 5, 6 catches for 30, 40, 50 yards. It's going to take a little more better route running and being able to slip off some tackles for Peoples-Jones to get into that 75 and obviously 100, 125, 150 yards rush or yards receiving, like you expect out of great Michigan wide receivers. All right, the Michigan football offense over under 42 points. They are favored by 35.5. The over-under in this game is 53.5 points. You can bet that at BetDSI. I'm jumping all over Michigan this one. I think they're going to pile it on. I watched SMU play last week versus TCU on Friday night. They are located. There was the Inter Dallas special. C for over, D for under on this one. Take a look at the Michigan offensive stats. Looks pretty paltry, 33 points a game. But that first week versus Notre Dame, all the stats were super low. Only 17 points scored. So had a bounce back week against Western Michigan with that 49 point performance. C for over, D for under, type below. Let me know what you think. I am going to say over. I think Michigan scores 55 points in this game. I'm betting the over. And I bet in the University of Michigan Wolverines football team to cover that big-time 35.5 point spread. I want you guys to tell me what you think the score is going to be. I'm going to go 55-9. Maybe 50. I'm going to go 55-10. I don't think they'll get 3 score tests. 55-10. Michigan is my prediction as of now on Thursday evening. I want you guys to predict the score. Put it in comments on Facebook Live. Put it in comments below on YouTube. But if you want to enter the contest to win $25, over 1,000 people have voted so far this year by DMing me at James T. Yoder. If you get the score right and you're the first one to DM me with that score, 1 entry per person also. Come on, I can only give away 1 winner. I'm going to Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or wire you $25, whatever your preference is. Well, I guess whatever my preference is, which would probably be Venmo or one of the easy internet apps. Go ahead and DM me now at James T. Yoder. If you win, if you get the score right, you'll win $25. Next up, the SMU offense over under 10 points. I kind of jinxed myself there. I said 55-10. The over-under is 10 points, so I'm going, it's going to be, I should put 10.5 points for this one. Type O for over, type U for under. I'm going to have to go back. I guess I originally said under. You saw me say 55-9, which is fine, and that's all good. So I guess I'll take a neutral on this one, but the graphics here in a moment will say that I say under. 55-10 will be my final score prediction. I think I originally said 55-9. And why do I think that Michigan will hold them below 10 points? Because this is one of the best defenses in the country, and the stats will continue to improve as they play some of these cupcake teams over the next 2-3 weeks. Northwestern, Nebraska are still not cupcakes, but the teams that, from what I've seen, Michigan should win. Both teams losing last week. Northwestern losing to Duke, and then Nebraska losing to Colorado. Their true freshman quarterbacks look good, but also got injured in that game. So over under, I am saying under. I called it 55-9. Now I'll call it kind of a wash now, 10, but I'll probably just still stick with the under for this point. But I'm betting them with BetDSI. The over under on this game, ladies and gentlemen, 53.5 points. Michigan is favored by 35.5. If I know Jim Harbaugh and the ability that this offense has, if they are kind of unleashed, now they're 2 games in, now going into 3 games in, I am going to put money on Michigan and the over on this one. And you should too. If you want to put money, the money that you've got to have fun, makes the game a little enjoyable, do it with BetDSI. They are giving Michigan football fans a 120% bonus, 120% on your money. You put down $500 to start, you get 600 free dollars. Put 100, you get 120. Put 50, you get 60. You know how math works. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code GoBlue. It is the only team they gave us, the only kind of team-focused promo code. Use that promo code GoBlue. Chatsports.com/bet. I'm betting with BetDSI, and I recommend that you do too if you're going to bet on football in the 2018 football season and beyond. Next up, Michigan football over and under. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 28 points. by halftime. Will Michigan, I've got them at 55, so this is about how many points they need to stay on that track. But we saw last week versus Western Michigan, if they can get rolling, if they can get things going, they can really put on some points against these kind of lower ranked teams. So type M for over, kind of for Michigan. Type S for under if you think SMU will hold them below 28 points in this game. I think you saw how bad SMU's defense is in previous graphics. I think the Michigan offense should only get better, especially in their second cupcake matchup in a row. I think they're going to establish the passing game this week. Get Collins, get Peoples-Jones, get these tight ends. So I am going to say over. I do think it'll be something like 35-3 or 38-3 or something like that at halftime, and Michigan will roll to a victory. You'll get some Dylan McCaffrey snaps, some True Wilson snaps in the second half because of this big lead they're going to have going into the second half. Do you want a maize and blue jersey? Do you want me to give you one for free? No strings attached for free, but you got to do something for me. You got to help one of our partners out. Trust me, what you have to do with one of our partners is going to cost you a lot less than this free jersey is going to. I am going to hand mail myself. You can even see my return address on it if you want to send me a thank you card for the Michigan Football Report. DM me, say, hey, how do I get the Michigan Football maize jersey for free? I will send you simple instructions. You're one of the first 20 people. We will be shipping you a Michigan Football maize jersey for free. No strings attached from us, but you got to help out our partner. I'm going to tell you how in DMs. Go ahead and DM me today to win one of these bad boys. I have 20 to give away. Next up, over-under, Michigan football. Over under 150 yards passing. I think this one is maybe a little crazy. I don't know, but you know, I was thinking about going under, but 150 yards passing is not a lot of passing yards. So type 1 for over, type 2 for under. What will SMU do versus this University of Michigan defense that has played decent outside of the first quarter and a half against Notre Dame, and really since then has played excellent second half against Notre Dame, and then the entire game versus Western Michigan, of course, which they gave up 3 points there towards the end of the fourth quarter. This man here, Ben Hicks. Ben Hicks is 30 of 62 for 360 yards, so certainly he is averaging more than 150 yards per game throughout the season. 2 games so far, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. So will Michigan hold him below 150 passing yards? 1 for over. Type 2 for under. I'm going to say over. I think if Michigan has shown anything this year, Brandon Wimbush, and then a little bit last week, but not much, but they can be passed on a little bit with some uncertainty at the safety position with Brad Hawkins getting in there as well. Metellus being out the first game, most of it with the injury. I think that's where they'll get their yards. Certainly not going to hold them to almost no yards at all. So I think they'll get 50, 60 yards on the ground. Probably we'll talk about that next. And then you will see the 150 yards plus in the game. I'm saying over. I want to know what you guys think below in the comments, Facebook Live and on YouTube. Speaking of rushing yards, speaking of the yards I just told you, I think they'll get 50 or 60. Maybe I'm going to kind of call myself out here. I can't remember what I put, but SMU rushing yards over under 100 rushing yards for the entire team for the entire game. Type A for over. Type B for under. I think the strength of this Michigan defense is and will continue to be the containment on the running backs, the outside the defensive ends, and the speed of the linebackers, and most notably the Viper position. Cleek Hudson is not going to let these guys like BRAEDEN West break out. He's got 104 yards on the season on 19 carries, 2 touchdowns for him. He is leading the way for SMU on the ground, but he can't put more than 50, 60 yards a game on the ground against teams like TCU and some others. Can he do it against Michigan? I don't think so. I think they're going to hold SMU like 35 yards rushing. So I am going to say way under on this one. I'm going to say it's going to be way under 35, 40, 45 rushing. No way they'll get near 100 is my prediction as we stand here Thursday night, well less than 48 hours before Michigan hosts SMU in Ann Arbor in the Big House. James, what is that suit you're looking at? I'm putting my iPhone in my back pocket. I'm going to show you this Reveal Suits. It's got the Michigan football lining. This side, that side. You roll up the sleeves and you get the Michigan football maize and blue. If you see that, there you go. There you go. It is the best sports coat I've ever worn, and I can pull my coat up and put my iPhone, put my wall in there. People have been stopping me in the streets every single day. Where'd you get that maize and blue coat? How can I get one? Here is how. I am the only one in the world right now that owns one of these coats, and you can get one too if you email them by September 16th, Sunday. info@revealsuits.com. $100 off. Don't be a schmuck. Don't wait until Monday and email them. Don't wait until it's on their website and anybody can get one. Be one of the first people to get one. $100 off. info@revealsuits.com. We'll get you the baddest ass Michigan football coat on the planet Earth. You can wear one to a game, to a party, to a wedding, to a business meeting. You own the room, ladies and gentlemen. Reveal Suits. Next up, Jalen Mayfield, the guy I've been advocating to start since about April or May, will he get more than 3 or over under 3.5 series? I did the half to kind of make it a little tougher. 3.5 series in the game at left tackle versus SMU. Want to know from you guys. Type in J for over. That's for Jalen. Type in Lil J for Little John Runyon Jr. Little J is what we call him here at the Michigan Football Report. If Little John Runyon's going to take all the snaps, he almost took all the snaps against Western Michigan on this past Saturday. We'll see. I think Jalen Mayfield's going to continue to evolve. He's definitely going to be the starting tackle by the end of the season. When will Jim Harbaugh, when will Ed Warner pull the trigger? I think that this is going to be the week the transition starts. I think Little J still gets the start, but Big J, Jalen Mayfield, he is the one that's going to finish the game. I think next week against Nebraska is when he gets his first start at left tackle for the University of Michigan football team. So keep an eye out for that one. So I am saying over on big Jalen Mayfield getting over 3.5 series. I think he's going to unseat Lil John Runyon this week, and he's going to be the starting left tackle for the rest of the season. All right, over under attendance. Michigan Stadium this Saturday against SMU. I want to hear from you guys. Are you heading to the game? Are you watching on TV? If you think it's going to be 110, 814 over that. Why that number? That was the attendance last week versus Western Michigan, an in-state rival. A team in Western Michigan, by the way, that went undefeated 2 years ago, went to the Cotton Bowl against Wisconsin. So not a team to sneeze at. And if you think hey, I'm not going to go to the game, I'm watching on TV. A lot of people are going to watch it. BH for over, TV for under. I don't know, 2 cupcakes in a row, an uninspiring performance against Notre Dame. I just don't think it's going to be there. I know we like to inflate numbers on attendance sometimes, but I'm going to say under. I think it'll be 110, 300, 109, 900. It'll be just slightly under it, but I don't see the kind of ticket market. I've been looking at some of the ticketing sites like Game Time that Chat Sports uses. I don't think the value of the desire and the Michigan football fans is there as of now. So I'm saying it's going to go under. There'll be a lot of unfilled seats, a lot of tickets that go unused in this one, and Michigan will have under 110, 814. Let me know in the comments on this one. And do you want to win $25 of cold hard cash? I'm not talking about a coupon. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about money to your bank, U.S. currency. Do it by sending me a DM on Twitter. Let me know what the score of the Michigan game is versus SMU. We've done this 2 weeks in a row. Had over 1,000 people submit a DM or a message to me. Tell me the score of the game. No one has got it right, so it's got to change this week. That's got to end this week. I want to give this $25 away. DM me on Twitter at James T. Yoder. Give me the score. Make sure you tell me who wins, and don't wait. Another $125. I got a $25 bill I can give to you. We invented these bad boys. $25 bill from the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. I can give to you. DM me on Twitter to enter that bad boy. And lastly, I want to thank Mizzen and Main. I'm going to give you a show. I'm going to open this bad up. I'm wearing their white dress shirt for the first time. This and the Reveal Suits Performance Fabrics dress shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, these things are amazing. They are awesome. We've got Michigan football mailbag. I've got almost 20 questions from you, the audience, that you've sent in the past couple days. I'm going to answer on Friday. So stick with us here on Friday. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow the Michigan Football Report page on Facebook. Friday, I'm back with Michigan football mailbag. Thank you to all of you for sending your questions. We will see you then. Go Blue.